Hello and welcome back to me playing some Victoria 3, this time Cape Colony, later game. So first half of this game went really well. My population exploded, up to 5 mil now. I believe it started around 2 mil. So more than doubled in about 40 years, which is very solid. And yeah, industrialized, getting all those railways, getting all this, that, and the other. But otherwise, honestly, everything's going great so far. It would be a massive shame if Britain were to go to war, run out of convoys, and perpetually have me stuck in a deficit because my economy collapses because, states that are contiguously next to each other cannot trade with each other without going through the British market. I don't know. But otherwise, this is fun. It's fun. I liked it. It could have been worse. It was pretty good nonetheless. So yeah, just going through the standard stuff, trying to build up, get rid of that deficit. I think right now one of my larger problems is that the British currently own a good chunk of my country. Well, my GDP, at least according to the game, they don't really. The calculation's a bit off, and I think it's a bug, and I think it's already been patched. So, yay. Because that did mess with pretty much my entire strategy of being able to gain market access control. Which is an unfortunate little bug to have, to be fair, but you know what? We carry on with it, and what we do is we just build an economy. Like, at this point, you have a few options, and your best option, at least as Cape Colony, as I discovered far too late in the game, is get some powerful backers within the British Empire, specifically India. Get them to support your independence. Once that's done, then you can do this very cool little thing called demand market independence, and also become a non-tributary. And with the two of those, you can with an independent market and in being able to make Diplo plays, you can go a lot better. So I think if I were to replay Cape Colony anytime in the future, my strategy would shift a lot more towards allying myself with France and the East India Company and doing stuff like that. And by doing the ally with those two, I would try and get myself guaranteed independence. That way, if Britain tried to do anything that I don't want, like not give me market freedom, well, tough. They've got to do it now. And then I go back to being a standard friendly character who just exists within the British Empire but isn't part of their god-awful market. So I can actually exist in a reasonably independent manner and obviously gaining a little bit of autonomy so that I can make my own Diplo plays is the other step. Because once you can make your own Diplo plays, you have some wonderful neighbors that you can gobble up very, very, very quickly. Without fear. Absolutely. No fear. Yeah. It's more interesting. Kenya was a great pickup. I just didn't use it enough, and it took far too long to integrate. But other than that, I highly recommend it. It was a great state to grab. It was fairly easy because I got malaria prevention very quickly. Britain gave me the other half of the state in exchange for a little bit I'd colonized deeper into Africa, which was fair. And it was great. It worked well. Obviously, you have the gold, so you're minting a lot more than you naturally would. So grabbing technologies like boiler and everything, fantastic idea. You should do that more often, and you should do it very quickly. Yeah, other than that, the Cape Colony is an absolutely relaxed game for the most part. Like, you don't have to worry about your neighbors. You don't really have to worry about much going on anywhere if you don't want to. And you kind of just chill where you are, research your techs, play the market stuff, build up, siphon population from the rest of the empire, liberalize, all that good stuff. It's honestly, it's fantastic. It's ridiculously powerful if it weren't for the fact that you can't easily gain gain the ability to do Diplo plays. At least being able to request them would be nice, because I feel like Britain would 100% be like, yeah, no, you can 100% conquer those places. Yeah, no, 100. Because your neighbors are Oranje and the other. No, I think it's just Oranje. But it is good. It's good. Transvaal. Yeah. Great. Those two places are great if you want to get some gold mines and stuff. Absolutely fantastic. It's, yeah, very fun, very strong. But you know what? Other than that, you have plenty of population. You have a good amount of migration attraction ability. You can build some absolutely fantastic industries in the form of you can build some absolutely great industries, like undeniably so, with the amount of iron and coal you get access to. And the coal, actually, I'm a little disappointed by. That was a big lag spike, by the way, I think. But the coal I was particularly fond of, because I should have been more fond of, because, you know, it's the British Empire. Like, free money, because the British can use infinite coal. And then you can say, yeah, you want the coal? No. And spiral both your economies into the void when you gain market independence. Ooh. Yeah, no, it's very fun, though. You can just exist and do what you want. There's nothing really stopping you, which is always fun to see, to be completely fair. And yeah, you build up with the amount of population you get, taxation capacity does become an issue eventually. So those paper's good. Paper's great. You should figure out a way to get paper at some point, because that'll help out a lot. But yeah, no, absolutely fantastic. Regional markets would be nice, because if you have pieces of land that aren't contiguous, they should have separate-ish markets. Maybe more localized. I don't know. There's better ways to do things. Actually, the game does have like interest zone maps and stuff, so you can do it that way to limit the British, I guess. But honestly, yeah, you have what you. I should have dipped into trade a bit more, especially with my neighbors, but just trade in general, because setting up the export routes and stuff doesn't hurt, especially when you produce a lot of goods. Yeah. Engines are great. Steel's really easy because you have the massive amount of iron, you have the massive amount of coal, you can build motor industries. This is me trying to build those power block statues, and honestly, nah, not worth it. Absolutely not. That was me considering proportional tax and all that good stuff. And as your soul, soul's 13 already, and I'm basically not doing anything. I'm getting that iron. I'm getting that everything really built up and ready to go. Yeah. It's really nice actually that you can start subsidizing things much earlier, pretty much from the get-go actually. Now, it makes certain things a lot less annoying to pull off, like switching industries from wood to iron, for example. Since, otherwise there is no existing need for iron. But don't fall into the trap of, whatever. This was me. I did actually build a skyscraper at the very least, which I was very happy about, to be fair. Although I did cripple my economy for a while by doing so, because I was heavily negative. And I think now is when the British started leaving. No. This isn't when they started their eternal wars and the civil war and everything. Oh, that wasn't fun. That was not fun at all. So, yeah, no, I didn't really do anything outside of just exist as Cape Colony. Like, I didn't play the big political game. I didn't mess with any major powers. I just became a massive economy, basically. Like, 20 mil GDP. I think I checked at some point, or here I did. I had a look and I'm like, oh, cool. I have, like, a really good GDP compared to the British. Yet somehow they own 20% or something of my country, of our GDP, which absolutely did not make any sense considering they didn't own that much of a significant portion of our stuff. I don't know. It is what the game says it is. But it is definitely something I'll be considering when I play as when I start vassalizing people. But that's for a different game. Because obviously I can't vassalize anyone. I'm just little old Cape Colony doing my own thing. Is everything good? Yeah, everything's great. Look at this. Look at this. We've got like a really nice set of things. I have the option to pass a bunch of laws. And I managed to go straight to women's suffrage. 'Cause of course I do. Yeah, that was impressive actually. That I could just skip everything. Thanks, random political ideologies. That was me considering maxing that out as well. But with that, my workforce increases by a massive amount more, and 50% literacy. That's pretty good. I think I did end up going private schools. I very much enjoy using them actually. They're a little bit too powerful, I suspect. Because getting the high sol in some games is much easier than it should be. And then obviously you've got your edicts to increase that. Oh, and your sol gets artificially boosted now by medicine. So yeah, private schools combined with any of the medical ones, like public hospitals and everything, fantastic. And yep, Cape Colony, just keep producing dye, and eventually I get the ability to produce rubber. So my goal was to actually have that rubber be used to make some good stuff, like tools, with the oil that you have, obviously naturally, with the, what's it called? Whaling industries. And then, yeah, basically this game kind of just slows down here. I'm not exactly sure what the hell I'm doing and what the hell's going on. And then I see, oh look, someone's in a lot of wars. I wonder what they're doing going to war. Oh, they're crippling my economy. Oh, thanks, Britain. Thanks. Because you guys don't have enough convoys, I suffer, as well as several of your other vassals just completely get lost. Truly, the most fun experience. Kind of stabilize here, kind of start shutting some of these down so I can actually go back to making some positive income while my market access. Yeah, this is me panicking and losing my mind as Britain goes back into back to back wars. Oh, fun. This is where the fun begins, right? Yep, this is fun. Panicking and watching my economy implode in on itself as everyone gets very, very angry. Good point. Radicals just aren't significant enough as well. Like if an eighth of my country is just over an eighth of everyone in the country is a radical. That should have some pretty significant side effects on how everything is running, right? No? Okay. Thanks, Victoria. That is just how it is, right? Yep, indeed. But we have Transvaal, we have them doing their things. I think I did miss out on level... Yeah, because I didn't get the tech for the level 5. Yeah, I did build a bunch of universities. I built a bunch of gov admins. Oh, the gov admins are because I decided to do skyscrapers like an idiot. So, yeah. Don't press the button for skyscrapers when you can, because you need 500 admin. Also, I got a something or other. I think that was a pretty bad step, but something I could recover. Well, I did recover from pretty easily by building a bunch of things and then stopping construction, and it wasn't an issue. What was an issue was Britain being in back-to-back wars. Yeah, so see, even my industries, yep, obviously I went with the gold industry because minting and I have gold. I went with the iron industry because steel is good and I wanted to get some more throughput on steel. I think the third one I just picked, what was that? Oh, the steel, yes. And then for the third one I went for steel because steel is good. And those bonuses were probably good as well. I can't remember what the bonus for the steel company was, but yeah. They're very powerful. You can do a lot with them, and there's definitely ways to make things work a bit better than they do. At least if you're me. Ah, and there's the British Civil War. Oh no. This is not something I got involved with, but I got to watch it as they bankrupted my economy. Yeah, I feel like at this point you should have just been like, you know what, the Empire's done. We just had a literal civil war. The Midlands are in ruins. And Cape Colony is now like is rivaling the East India Company in GDP. Or something absurd like that, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I took a lot of... to be honest, my population stealing has slowed down a huge amount. Because, you know, I've been in back-to-back economic crises. And at this point, it is irrecoverable. And I'm just waiting for the end. AKA when I give in. And, yeah. On the other hand, France were very nice and forgave my debt for me. Very nice of you, France. Good on ya. Yeah, I'm still bleeding to death. Also, I'm maxing law enforcement at this stage, while I consider whether or not it's worth playing another 20 years of this, I believe. Yeah, that would be 20 extra years after this, and it's not irrecoverable. I can do it. It won't be fun. And I'd have to stop subsidizing my entire economy because it's dying. But I think I'd have... If I just sacrificed my economy, sacrificed my soul, and just kept running things, I think I could have survived. But that would not have been fun, to say the least. And yeah, that's me just figuring things out. What on earth was this? This was just a random Diplo play I wasn't getting involved with. Lovely. Yeah, Britain, for some reason... I think they did give me some level of independence at some point because I shouldn't have been able to interact with Diplo plays, but you know what? Never mind. Here we have... Oh, is this the British Civil War or is this something else? Also, yeah, I don't know what's up with the British choosing a tricolour for the Republic. It just is, I guess, what it is. And that was me switching to guaranteed liberties because I was like, screw it. If we're gonna go out, we're gonna go out with liberty and freedom and the ability to do whatever you want. It didn't go so well. At least I was able to demand some level of... Yeah, this was me now figuring out, oh, I can request independence place and do some stuff with that. And I believe it was at this point where I realized I messed up horrifically, yeah. Because East India did the thing, and then, yeah. I just didn't have a military. I was relying on the East India Company, and they got crushed by the British Empire. Because, you know, companies are generally not well known for being particularly, how do you say it, good at warfare. right? No, it's not like the East India Company's massively famous for it. Yeah, and that was me just ending the game. Anyway, it was at that moment I had decided I had enough of that for a while, sadly. With this and my previous experience as Josian, all I can say is I still do not find playing vassals fun. However, they are more interesting, so there's a few others I might try. But on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.